All right, welcome in everyone. Welcome in. As you can see today, once again, we are going to be playing Nancy Drew. So we're going to be continuing on our adventures of Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. So, and then after that, we are going to swap over and we are going to play another Pandaria remix episode. So, we are approaching the end of the Pandaria Remix event. I think there's 30 something days left of it, so we're gonna try and get through, get to level 70 like as quick as we can. So, but yeah, it looks like sound is good, video seems to be good. Everything seems all right. So I hope y'all are having a good day today. Hope everything has been fun for you. Um, I've just been busy, and trying to fight sleepiness. I don't know why. It's just been super sleepy. All right, some coffee, and we should be ready to start. So here we go. Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today we are playing Nancy Drew, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Now, in our last episode, we were out to help our friend, and so we came to her cabin at Moon Lake to investigate what she claimed were ghost dogs. And we ran into said ghost dogs, and it does appear that they may in fact be ghost dogs. But this is Nancy Drew, and of course we don't believe in that kind of stuff, right? Well, let's go ahead and hop in and see if we can uncover any more truth about these ghost dogs. Alright, here we go. Alright, so first thing we need to do is we need to sleep until the morning so we can fix the boat, right? So let's sleep until the AM. Alright. Now, we can go, is it this way? Yes. Oop, we don't want to fix the pump yet. Because if we can get the boat fixed, then there is a good chance we can open up even more things to explore, right? We just needed like a spark plug or something. So, let's see. I think this is the spark plug. Let's see.
Gotta have some torque.
Alright, do we have something that we can unscrew with? Is the screwdriver gonna work?
Gotta have some torque.
Well, well, I guess it won't work. I don't know.
Gotta have some torque.
What, so we need and the screwdriver definitely won't work, right? Let's see. Oh, it will, okay. Okay, I don't know how far we want it in. I guess, do we want it all the way in? Maybe? I am unsure. Okay, that one is all the way in. This one is all the way in. And this one is all the way in. Okay. Alright.
The spark plug is missing.
Okay, so that's where the spark plug goes. Now I understand.
The spark plug is missing.
Alright, so let's get the spark plug in. There we go. I didn't realize we had to screw those in too. Alright. Is there anything else that we need to do? I'm guessing that's...
some torque.
I'm assuming those are fine, right? I'm guessing. We'll see, we'll see. Let's see if it works. Oh. Okay, so we've got this. I assume that's for those. So, positive, is this neutral? Negative, positive? Okay, I understand. So, where is positive? Is positive gonna be up top? Maybe? We can see. So, positive was... This one was neutral, right? And then this one was positive? Let's see. Does that fit in? I am unsure. I'm guessing maybe. We'll see. Let's see if it ends up working. All right. So can we start it? Aha! Okay, so that was correct. So we're here at Sally's home. We could go to the ranger station, or we could go to M's Emporium. Well, we owe a favor. Let's go ahead and head to M's Emporium, because we got the spark plug from our fellow bird watcher, and so we need to go ahead and try and pay back the favor that we owe him, right? Hello there.
Hey there! Welcome to M's Emporium. I'm Emily Griffin.
Let's see. My name's Nancy Drew. I'm staying out at the old Malone place. You know, the house Sally McDonald bought. I'm Nancy Drew. Sally McDonald said you might be able to help me, or I need to find somebody with a chainsaw, and Sally McDonald suggested I talk to you. Let's do this one.
I'm Nancy Drew. Sally McDonald said you might be able to help me.
I like helping people. Of course, I like selling them stuff even better. But keep talking.
All right. I'm in town visiting her, you know, out at the old Malone place. Let's see. Well, Sally invited me to come out and stay with her for a while, but right now I need a chainsaw. So maybe, well, we do need a chainsaw, but what if we talk about this? She might give us some information, right? Let's say this one.
I'm in town visiting her, you know, out at the old Malone place.
Now, what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
All right. She's got a little problem she's hoping I can solve, but right now I need a chainsaw. As it turns out, I'm there by myself. The dog scared her off. Well, which option do we do? Let's see. Let's talk about the dogs.
As it turns out, I'm there by myself. The dog scared her off.
I told her. I said, Sally, that old house is going to be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to, neither. Just hearing 'em howl's bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
All right. When was the last time they appeared? I've got the bejeebies scared out of me twice last night. Just before I saw the dogs, I caught a man named Red Knot prowling around outside my house. We could say that.
I got the bejeebies scared out of me twice last night. Just before I saw the dogs, I caught a man named Red Knot prowling around outside the house.
The bird watcher.
Yes.
Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
It seems to me he was more into watching birds than hugging trees. How long has he been in the area?
Has he been in the area long?
About as long as those pink-billed warblers and purple-eyed owls he's always chasing have been around. Couple of months, I guess.
He did ask me, Mr. Knott did me a favor. In return, he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you. All right, let's do that.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you?
Oh, yeah. I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here.
All right. So we can take it, hopefully.
What else can I do you for?
Let's see. I need to get the water from Sally's well tested. How would I go about doing that? What do you know? I think we got to go to the ranger station for that, but let's ask her.
I need to get the water from Sally's well tested. How would I go about doing that? Do you know?
Just get a water testing kit from the ranger station and follow the directions.
Where's the ranger station?
Just up lake from Sally's on the east side.
Okay. Why would there be a problem with the water? That's what I've been wondering.
Why would there be a problem with the water?
'Cause it's well water. And seeing as Malone dug that well 80 years ago, what gets pumped out of it could be pretty funky.
I guess that makes sense. The so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
These so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Where do you find your antiques? I need to buy something. There's a large tree blocking Sally's driveway. Do you know anyone who can come out and clear it away?
There's a large tree blocking Sally's driveway.
Maybe we can hire
Do you know
someone
anyone who can
to
come out and
chainsaw it
clear it
away.
away?
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it.
Okay.
Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time.
I mean, that's fine. Let's see. Where do you find your antiques?
Where do you find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Oh boy. Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Okay, what old bottles? I haven't even looked around.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Found 'em. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be Party Central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
Huh, okay. So it's finders keepers, huh?
So it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
Squeaky Wheel Acres. I think that's the ranger, right?
Squeaky Wheel Acres?
Jeff Akers, local park ranger. I keep telling him all this stuff washed up on shore. But does that snobby little stickler for rules believe me?
Let's see. Yeah, so she's not
Sounds
fond
like
of
you
him.
aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
I'm guessing so he gets more like a reputation or a bigger paycheck or something like that, right?
Why would he want that?
He's the type
promotion.
of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel
Oh.
important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe one ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well,
Oh
hey,
boy.
I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
Can we buy anything?
I need to buy something.
You want it? I got it. As long as you pay cash, that is.
Let's see, that's just it. I'm running kind of low on cash. Would it be possible to start a line of credit? Right now, cash is kind of hard. Is kind of a problem for me. Do you think we could do some kind of trade out? Maybe she'll trade.
Right now, cash is kind of a problem for me. Do you think we could do some kind of trade out?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours, huh? Seeing as how you're a friend of Sally's, and seeing as how I got some things around here that could use doing, I guess we could work something out. What is it you need?
Sandpaper, for
Do
sure.
you sell sandpaper by any chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out. Said he was tired of that observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
I wonder if he has any we could
Think I
get.
could get some from him?
He's your only hope, but you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
Okay. So we'll
Guess
definitely
I'll see you
ask him for
later.
that.
Keep on trucking.
All right. Live bait sold here. Family, what is this? Oh, this is Emily's Moon Lake Antiques. Anything over here? Those are the bottles that she was telling us about. We got a rooster. Some more antique. What does this say? Buy a piece of the past. 80 years ago, Moon Lake was crawling with gangsters, flappers, and jazz musicians from the big city. They traveled to and from parties by boat and were so rich that if they accidentally dropped something in the lake, they wouldn't even bother going after it. Each item you see here was fished out of Moon Lake and was most likely belonged to some wealthy big shot. By legal means. Don't go home without buying at least one genuine artifact from the Roaring 20s. Okay. So maybe we'll be able to get something by your fishing license here. What does this one say? M. Benson Amation? What? Oh, aviation. MB. Millie gets you there. Okay. What else we got? Some kind of fish diagram. There's something over here. Oh, this is a live bait. 5 for $4. Uh-huh.
Ew!
Oh, it's saying S.
Ew!
I wonder, I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Alright. So I don't know if we'll need the live bait or not. We'll see. But, I don't know. Alright. What are we supposed to do with that? Anything? I don't know. Alright. Well. Can we get out of this screen? Or are we stuck here now? We're gonna be like stuck here forever. Is there something we need to do with that? We got a pen. I don't think so. Can we look at this? Let's see. Is there anything we can do on it? I don't know. Alright. How do we get out of here? Hello? Am I really stuck here? Whoops. I've gotten myself stuck. How do we get out of here? I hope I'm not, like, permanently stuck. Is there something we can use on that? Use the pen on it?
Ew!
No. What else? I mean, surely we don't want to use the bucket on it, right?
Ew!
Alright. I just want to get out of here. But apparently, the game is like, nope. Oh, okay. I just had to close the cabinet, I guess. Whoops. I was like, how am I supposed to get out of here? Alright, we got Christmas lights here. Moon Lake Fishing Wall of Fame. See what happens when you buy M's bait. Come here to M's Emporium. Our 100th customer award, Auntie EB and her nice bass. Alright, so that's like where we are, right? So you got fishing over there. Closed to visitors. Best Catch Award, a lifetime supply of M's live bait for Amelia Jovanovich and her northern pike. Robbie Rivers with a black trout, second prize. Mac Hover Chat with a trophy bass. Billy Sanderson with a smallmouth bass. Jonathan Kai with a nice trout. Alright. Anything else around here? I think that might be it, right? Unless there's something else we can say. Alright.
I'll see you later.
Keep
Alright.
on trucking.
Well, let's head on out then. We got a lot of information, so we will go ahead and I guess maybe we go ahead and head to the ranger station, right? So we can see about the water testing kit. And hopefully it won't be too difficult. Alright. What do we got here? There's a fireplace. You can't do anything with it. Hey kids. Check out Moon Lake's nature highlights. Chipmunk, gray squirrel, eastern tiger swallowtail, trout, red-tailed hawk, great blue heron. Maybe this is what we use, like, if we need to, like, reference something, right? Like the Dame's rocket or something, or the great blue heron. Like, maybe the birds will be important. Welcome to Moon Lake State Park. What's in a name? Moon Lake is an apt moniker for this crescent-shaped freshwater lake. One of Pennsylvania's best-kept secrets, the lake is home to various species of fish, including trout, carp, and freshwater bass. Fishing is permitted with a fishing license. Okay. So we may need to get a fishing license. Drop by the visitor center and say hi to our park ranger. The center provides all your needs and information for a fun and enjoyable time at Moon Lake. Anything down here? Critters. White-tailed deer, chipmunks, cottontail rabbits, otters, and skunks are some of the more common animals of Moon Lake State Park. Please note, all wildlife can be dangerous. Never approach, harass, or feed any animals, even small ones. Birds. Common shorebirds include the great blue heron and the mallard. East Beach provide ample opportunities for bird watching. South area, the portion of the park is closed to visitor, as several rare birds, such as the yellow-bellied flycatcher, are known to breed in this area of the lake. That may be important as well. Fishing regulations. To fish at Moon Lake, a person must be at least 16 years old. He or she must obtain a current license from a license issuing agent, like the friendly park ranger behind you, sign it in ink, and display it on an outer garment. Also, a person should carry positive proof of identification while fishing, and be prepared to furnish it when asked. It is against the law to use more than 2 rods and/or lines when fishing, and no more than 3 hooks may be affixed to any line. A hook with 2 or 3 points is considered 1 hook. Using nets or snagging hooks to catch fish is strictly prohibited. Also, the depositing of trash in the water or the adjacent land is illegal. All persons on board any type of boat or kayak must wear a Coast Guard approved personal flotation device at all times. Well, we've got that. Show courtesy to other anglers and exercise safety at all times. The use of motors in excess of 18 horsepower is prohibited. All persons on board any type of boat or kayak shall wear a Coast Guard approved personnel flotation device at all times. The mooring of boats to any dock, wharf, pier, shop, or boat launch in a manner that interferes with public use, creates a hazard to swimmers or other watercraft is prohibited. Sailboats greater than 14 feet in length and multi-hull sailboats are prohibited. We don't have that, so it's fine. Inflatable boats must be greater than 7 feet in length, made of tough reinforced fabric, and have at least 2 separate buoyancy chambers, exclusive of any inflatable floor or bottom. All boats must display a state park launch permit, which can be obtained from your local park ranger once your boat passes his or her inspection. Uh-oh. Is that going to be an issue? Hiking tips. Always carry the 10 essentials. See the park ranger for a detailed list. Carry a map of the area and know how to use it. Dress in appropriate clothing. Although hiking by yourself is enjoyable, hiking with 2 is always safer and more fun. Children should not hike without proper adult supervision. Keep pets leashed at all times and clean up after your pet. Stay on the designated trails. Shortcuts can cause damage to precious park resources. For night hiking, use a flashlight to illuminate the trail and to watch for snakes and scorpions, particularly around the tall grassy areas and bushy undergrowth. Poison ivy and ticks are common in the park. Check yourself and your pet thoroughly for ticks after hiking. Be a friend to the park and help us keep the park clean. Okay, so that's pretty common stuff. What else we got? We could go check that out maybe. Oh, there's that guy. Yeah, let's go see what's over here before we go talk to the park ranger. Civilian Conservation Corps. In 1932, when the United States was in the throes of the Great Depression, presidential candidate Franklin D. Roosevelt recognized that the country was facing 2 very serious problems: Its natural resources were rapidly being destroyed by soil erosion and deforestation, and thousands of able-bodied men were unemployed and desperately looking for work. So when he was elected, Roosevelt immediately compelled Congress to pass the Emergency Conservation Work Act. It called for the establishment of a peacetime army of men who, stationed at various camps throughout the country, would undertake work projects that would save and revitalize the nation's forests while allowing the men to earn much-needed paychecks. By the end of 1935, this army, called the Civilian Conservation Corps, had been successfully mobilized and was hard at work. 500,000 enrollees were stationed at 2,650 camps, which were located in all 48 states as well as the territories of Hawaii and Alaska. The men undertook projects ranging from building roads and fire towers to stringing telephone lines to planting billions of trees. When the CCC was abolished in 1942, it had left its mark on every state in the nation. The importance of its role in the development of recreational facilities in national, state, county, and metropolitan parks throughout the country cannot be understated. The building in which you're now sitting is a testament to the dedication and determination of Roosevelt's tree army. Okay. I know we got the computer here. What's this? We've got several things here. I'm guessing artifacts of various sorts. Let's look at the computer. Welcome. Sunset over Moon Lake. Click on photograph to enter. Alright, Moon Lake database of fascinating factoids. Designed, compiled, and maintained by Park Ranger Jeff Akers. Health and safety tips? So I'm guessing well water. That's useful. Wells and well water. Moon Lake is too far from any major city for its residents to tap into a public water supply. Therefore, everyone living in the area must rely on private wells for the water they use every day for drinking, cooking, and bathing. Nowadays, wells are located and constructed according to requirements set down by the state of Pennsylvania. But a well does not last forever. Sooner or later, wells begin to lose their ability to keep out contaminants. For this reason, a well should be inspected every few years, and its water should be tested at least once a year. Water can be contaminated by chemicals, such as pesticides and fertilizers, by naturally occurring elements, such as arsenic and lead, and by waterborne microbes, which can cause such diseases as dysentery, hepatitis, and giardiasis. See the factoid on that under health and safety tips. And cryptosporidosis. Well water that is contaminated may look and smell fine, which is why testing is imperative to ensure safety. On the other hand, well water that smells and tastes like rotten eggs may be perfectly safe. This unpleasant odor may come from the underground rocks surrounding the source of the well water, but more likely it is caused by bacteria, which, though harmless, live in rapidly multiplying colonies in the well and emit hydrogen sulfide gas as part of their life cycle. Disinfecting the well with carefully calculated amounts of chlorine can reduce or eliminate foul odors by destroying the bacteria which create them. The Grimley County Extension Service has more information on shock chlorination. If your well is more than 20 years old, which I think ours would be at Sally's house, right? Has not been used or tested for more than a year, or there's a sudden change in the quality of your water, immediately stop drinking the water and disconnect your plumbing system from the well. Then get a water testing kit from the friendly, ever-helpful park ranger behind you. Take a sample from the well, see the factoid on priming a pump if your pump doesn't work, and send it to the address included in the kit. When working with water systems, large or small, always remember turning the valve to the right will shut off the flow of the water, while turning a valve to the left will allow water to flow. In other words, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Yes, we know this. All right, so what was this disease? Okay, so it's pronounced giardiasis, or beaver fever. It is an illness caused by a parasitic giardia that lives, or is it giardiasis? I don't know. That lives in the intestines of people and animals. This one-celled microbe is protected by a hard outer shell and can survive outside its host for a long time, which is a major reason giardiasis is one of the most common waterborne diseases in the United States. When these hard-shelled cysts are expelled into the environment and the waste matter of infected animals or humans, they stay in the soil until they contaminate a food source and are accidentally ingested, or until they are carried into streams, rivers, lakes, or recreational bodies of water, such as pools and hot tubs. Swimmers or campers who swallow water that contain even a few cysts can develop giardiasis. Because beavers tend to live near outdoor water sources, their fecal matter was blamed for spreading the disease when it first gained notoriety, hence the name beaver fever. But any mammal, including people and their pets, can harbor the parasite and spread the disease. Symptoms usually occur 1 to 2 weeks after the parasite is ingested and include diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and stomach upset. In healthy people, these symptoms will usually disappear on their own after about a month. People whose immune systems are compromised should be treated with anti-parasitic drugs, or the illness could become chronic. It is very contagious, but because the cyst must be swallowed in order for the parasite to invade the intestine, washing hands thoroughly with soap and water before eating or handling food, and after using the toilet will go a long way in preventing infection. People suffering from giardiasis or its symptoms should avoid pools and hot tubs until they have been symptom-free for at least 2 weeks. Never drink untreated water from streams or lakes when hiking or camping, and always wash and or peel raw fruits and vegetables that may have come in contact with contaminated soil or water. If you must use water that you suspect contains giardia, heat the water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute, or filter it using a filter that has been NSF rated for cyst removal. I don't know if any of that's going to be relevant, but we'll see. Alright, I think we'll read priming a pump. We can always come back if we need to read the other things, I think. Shallow well pumps, which can lift water a maximum of 25 feet at sea level, operate on the same principle as a drinking straw. The action of the pump sucks air out of the intake, or drop pipe, that extends down into the well, and when a partial vacuum is created, air pressure does the rest, pushing water up the intake pipe and out the spout of the pump. So when a pump seems to stop working, that is, when it fails to suck any water up and out the spout, no matter how much the handle is pumped, it probably needs to be primed. To prime a pump, simply pour potable drinking water into the top of it and pump the handle until the water flows from the spout. It's a good idea to fill a container with water right away and keep it nearby so you'll have water the next time the pump needs priming. A pump needs to be primed because built into the pump is a cylinder through which runs a plunger. One end of the plunger is attached to the pump handle, and the other is attached to a valve, which opens when the handle is raised and closes when the handle is pushed down. The sides of the valve, its leathers, must be wet in order to create enough of a seal with the edge of the cylinder to pull the air out of the intake pipe and allow air pressure to force water up the pipe into the cylinder and out of the spout. The longer the pump goes without being used, the drier these leathers will become. Of course, in time, these valve or cup leathers will eventually wear out and have to be replaced. Is there anything else? Well water should be tested at least once a year to make sure no chemicals or disease-causing microbes have contaminated the water. Alright, so I don't know that we'll need to know about this stuff yet. Maybe we will, but right now I think we're fine. What's the nature slideshow? White-tailed deer, peregrine falcon. So the birds we should pay attention to because we might need to know what they are. Red squirrel. That's Moon Lake during the fall. Another spectacular Moon Lake sunset. Oh, a glowworm. White-tailed. Okay, and then we're back to the beginning. Do we got a history? Let's see. What do we got? Lenape tribe. The first residents of Moon Lake were members of Lenape tribe, one of several Algonquin speaking tribes that populated the northeastern U.S. for hundreds, if not thousands of years prior to the arrival of settlers from Europe. Because the early colonists had trouble pronouncing Lenape, they lumped the tribe in with all other Algonquin-speaking tribes they encountered and referred to the larger group as the Delaware Indians. This is because many of the Algonquin-speaking tribes lived in the large drainage basin of the Delaware River, which had been named after an Englishman whose title was Lord de la Warr. Curious and friendly, the Lenape were hospitable to the early colonists, but as the number of settlers grew, so did the tension between the two groups. The Lenape believed that the land belonged to the Creator, and as a result, they had difficulty understanding the concept of private ownership by which the Europeans seemed to live. The Lenape gradually migrated west, settling for brief periods in Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, and Kansas. At each place, the Lenape were told that this was to be their new home, but after a few years, the Europeans would change their minds and force them to move again. They finally settled in Oklahoma, where more than 11,000 Lenape still live today. Early settlers. Native Americans were the first true settlers, see Lenape tribe. Around 1635, immigrants from Europe moved into the area. We're getting our history lesson today, guys. Mostly of German and Scotch-Irish descent, they farmed the fields around the lake, hunted game in the woods, and lived peacefully alongside the Lenape. But as more and more settlers came, the demand for land increased, and so did pressure on the Lenape to move out. In one instance, the Europeans talked the Lenape into turning over to them as much land as a man could walk in a day and a half. The Lenape agreed to the deal, and the settlers promptly sent men out to run as far as they could in the allotted time. The walking purchase, as it is called today, forced many Lenape to leave Moon Lake forever. Like the rest of Pennsylvania, Moon Lake was very anti-slavery. Prior to the Civil War, the Redsky farm on the north side of the lake was rumored to be part of the Underground Railroad. Is that Sally's farm? The secret network of people who would hide slaves fleeing from their owners in the South and help them travel to Canada where they'd be free. Dozens of slaves at a time reportedly sought refuge during the day in the huge cellar of the farmhouse. When night came, they had resumed their perilous journey to the north. Nothing remains of the farm today, though in the 1920s a gangster, see famous residence, built a house in the approximate spot where the farmhouse once stood. So maybe, because Sally's farmhouse is in the north, right? I think so. Famous residence. It's the doggies. In the early 20th century, many celebrities from the East Coast spent time here, including Florence Ziegfeld, famous producer of Broadway musicals and revues. In fact, in 1926, his boat, the Folly King, ran into the rocks in the north end of the lake and capsized. Nobody was hurt, but rather than going to bother of repairing the boat, Ziegfeld simply left it there. Legend has it that for years, a local dog would swim out to the wreck every day and lie on it, barking at everyone who came near. The boat gradually disintegrated until now no trace of it remains. The local legend has it that Ben Franklin spent the summer of 1744 on Moon Lake's south shore. That summer was a particularly stormy one, which has led to speculation that his interest in lightning and electricity were sparked by his experiences here. Ooh, the dad jokes. Moon Lake has some infamous residents as well. In 1925, at the height of Prohibition, Mickey Malone, a gangster from Philadelphia who got rich smuggling and distributing illegal liquor, built a house on the North Shore at the site of the old Redsky farm. Okay, so it was. People came up and down the East Coast to attend the parties he threw at Moon Lake. He was convicted of tax evasion in 1933 and sent to prison where he eventually died. So that is the same farmhouse. So I wonder if that will come into play. Like maybe there'll be something we can find there. Like if we get to the basement or whatever. Creation of Moon Lake State Park. We got a lot of information here. Acquisition of land. Let's see. Hopefully this one's not super long. In the early 1900s, as automobiles began to make the rural parts of the state more accessible to people from the big city, interest in hiking and camping in remote areas such as Moon Lake grew. Interest in saving forested areas instead of allowing them to be destroyed by logging increased as well. In 1919, a group of private citizens, mostly from Philadelphia, formed the Moon Lake Conservancy in order to raise money to acquire and preserve the land surrounding the lake. By 1921, the group had acquired most of the land on its west, south, and east shores, a total of 1,004 acres. The land was donated to the State Forestry Department and formally became Moon Lake State Park in 1930. Although the Moon Lake Conservancy no longer exists, many people still dream of the day when they can walk all the way around Moon Lake without encountering private property. If you own land on Moon Lake or know someone who does, please consider selling, or better yet, donating it to the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. Ask your friendly park ranger for more information. That's going to automatically put him as an enemy of Sally, right? The Information Center at Moon Lake and its adjacent sanitation facilities were built in 1939 by the Civilian Conservation Corps. See the poster on the wall beside you. The CCC etched the year into the cornerstone of the building using an ancient numbering system called Roman numerals. I mean, that's easy. All of the hiking trails in the park, except for the Mingo Saddle Trail, were created by the original inhabitants of the Moon Lake area. The Lenape, okay, so the CCC incorporated these trails into the park by widening and marking them in the late 1930s. The Bureau of State Parks surveyed, cleared, and blazed the Mingo Saddle Trail in 1969 in order to link Moon Lake State Park to the Appalachian Trail via Delaware Ridge. So that might somewhat come into use. We already know Roman numerals, but you probably noticed the letters etched into the right-hand cornerstone on the front of this building. MCM XXXIX. This is not the name of the building. Rather, it's the date of construction completed, 1939. So 1,000, 100 from 1,000. So that's 9. 3 or 30, and then 9. It's easy. The letters are Roman numerals, a numbering system invented by Romans some 3,000 years ago. The system is a simple one. I is 1, B is 5, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1,000. In Roman numerals, the number 3 is expressed as III, the number 8 is VII, number 68 is LX, VII, 168, and so on. We can see this. The Romans made one slightly tricky adjustment. This might be important. When it came to writing 4s and 9s, oh, this is just the rule. In Roman numerals, anytime a letter representing a smaller number is placed in front of, to the left of a letter representing a larger number, the smaller number is subtracted from the larger number. So, I mean, if you know Roman numbers, this is easy. So 4 is 1 minus, 1 taken away from 5. And then 9 is 1 taken away from 10, and so on. So that's pretty straight. Let's find out about this park ranger. So Park Ranger Jeff Akers was born and raised in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. Upon graduation from Norris High School in 1989, he attended Penn State, where he earned a bachelor's degree in park and recreation management. He has been a park ranger at Moon Lake State Park since 1996. Because he spent much of his childhood at Moon Lake, he is excited about introducing visitors to what he calls the best state park in the country. From geology to astronomy to meteorology, Ranger Akers knows his stuff, so if you have any questions, just ask. He's here to serve. Alright, is there anything we ought to know under here? It may be useful, but right now I think it's fine. We can always come back if we need more information. What's in here?
I probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Akers' permission.
Probably not. Alright, I don't even know what it is, but we'll go with that. Alright, so now I think we have thoroughly explored everything. Wait, what is this? Did we explore this? Learn to identify the poison ivy plant and you will have taken the first step to avoiding poison ivy. The popular saying, leaves of 3, beware of me, is a good rule of thumb for poison ivy. Some people are very sensitive to poison ivy. They can develop a severe rash with blisters and extreme swelling. Such severe cases need medical treatment. You can prevent the misery of poison ivy by looking out for the plant when you're outdoors. You can destroy these weeds with herbicides in your backyard. Okay, if we have them. Hantavirus. I wonder, these things keep coming up. I wonder if we're going to need to know this stuff. There are several types of hantaviruses, but hantavirus pulmonary syndrome can cause acute respiratory failure and death. The rodent most likely to transmit the disease to humans is the deer mouse. Now, it did say, do we have mice? So this actually might be important. A deer mouse infected with the hantavirus does not act or appear sick. Infection occurs when tiny particles from deer mouse saliva, urine, and droppings containing the virus are kicked up into the air, a process called aerosolization and inhaled. I wonder if that is what we have this stuff for, if we're going to have to clean up after the mice. So early symptoms of HPS can occur anywhere from 1 to 5 weeks. Fatigue, fever, muscle aches, headaches, chills, abdominal problems. How to avoid it. Avoid these areas or take precautions when cleaning them. Never sweep an area inhabited by mice, as sweeping would start particles which could then be inhaled. I didn't even know that. Wear a respiratory mask and rubber gloves. Yeah, okay, so that's definitely what that's for. And thoroughly wet down the area with a bleach and water solution. 9 parts water, 1 part bleach, okay? Remove dirt from the area with a damp towel, mop, or sponge. Double bag the cleaning materials before disposing of them. Okay, so I imagine that is going to be useful. All right, now this is the other thing we read about. The beaver fever. Let's see. They're expelled into the environment from the waste of infected animals or humans. We read mostly about this. It's very contagious. Never drink untreated water. Alright, so we actually, yeah, and then boil the water if you suspect it has it. We've read about that. Lyme disease. This is from the ticks. Is an infection caused by a bacterium carried by deer ticks. The spring and summer months, May through November, pose the greatest risk of infection. Alright, deer ticks flourish in wooded, brushy, or grassy areas where animals, rodents, deer, and birds on which they feed are abundant. So I think we're going to be tramping through that, so that's going to be important. Fever, fatigue, chills, headache, muscle joints, and aches. Most victims will also develop a distinctive rash that resembles a bullseye. Okay. Prevention tips. Wear light-colored clothing so you can see ticks and knock them away before they can attach to your skin. Always wear a long-sleeve shirt and tuck the bottoms of your pants into your socks or boots. Inspect your skin carefully after every outing. If you find any ticks, remove them by grasping them with a pair of tweezers, then pulling with a firm, steady motion and washing the area with antiseptic. So that could be potentially a thing. Forest fire prevention. We don't have Smokey the Bear. We have, like, Somebody the Skunk. It's up to the people using our nation's parks and forest lands to prevent forest fires. While some fires are started by lightning, the most devastating fires tend to be started by human carelessness. Use common sense. No smoking allowed anywhere on the park grounds. Fireworks and firearms of any kind are strictly prohibited. Campfires are allowed in the park, but only in designated areas. No fire allowed on park beaches at any time, okay? Don't let 1 minute of carelessness destroy what it took nature decades to create. So, I don't know how much use we'll find that, but you never know. Alright, so I guess it's time to talk to you. Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally McDonald. Are you the park ranger? I don't know that we want to... I don't know. Nancy Drew, I'm visiting the woman who bought the old Malone place. Sally Okay, let's just start with this. This is the most innocuous response, I think.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally McDonald. Are you the park ranger?
Park Ranger Jeff Akers, at your service. Let's see. Sally McDonald is the woman who bought the old Malone place.
Yes, that's right. Only she's gone back to Philadelphia. Malone's dogs got to her. That's her. Unfortunately, she seems to have developed a problem of the canine kind.
That's her. Unfortunately, she seems to have developed a problem of the canine kind.
Don't tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
I don't think either one of these first two responses is really going to help us. Does that mean you don't? I saw them myself. I think it would be better to get the legend. Let's get as much information as we can.
So you know the legend?
I know almost everything about this area. Not only have I lived here all my life, but you're standing in the unofficial Moon Lake Museum of Factual and Natural History. I'm its equally unofficial curator.
Alright, so what's your take on all this ghost dog stuff? I think that's a good question.
What's your take on all this ghost dog stuff?
He's probably going to
Whatever's
say
out
malarkey.
there, I'm sure they're no more and no less than exactly what they look and sound like. Dogs. Living, breathing, very noisy dogs.
Alright, why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house? Any idea what would make them glow yellow?
Any idea what would make a dog's eyes glow yellow?
Yeah, that's...
Something in their diet, maybe? Some oddball vitamin or protein.
Why do you think they'd attack her house?
Why do you think dogs would attack Sally's house?
Dogs can be trained to do almost anything.
All right, let's get the well kit, the
Do
well
you
water
have
kit.
something I could use to test the well water at Sally's?
Sure do. Simple to use, too. Just pump some water into this vial, return the sample to me, I'll send it off, and in a day or two, you'll find out whether or not your water's fit to drink.
All right. Do wells go bad very often? We read about that. It was like every few years, right?
Do wells go bad very often?
Depends on when they were dug. The older they are, the more susceptible to contamination they are.
Okay. What do you know about the cemetery?
What do you know about the cemetery behind the Malone house?
People are buried there. Beyond that, what's to know?
Is Malone buried there?
Is Malone buried there?
That's the rumor.
All right. Would you mind mailing this letter for me? Do we have a letter? I don't know. Let's ask him.
Would you mind mailing this letter for me?
Not at all.
All right, and let's look around.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Please do. And if you have any questions, any more questions, just ask.
I mean, we always have questions.
Thanks
We're
for all
Nancy
your
Drew.
help.
Always a pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. The deer mouse population has boomed this year, so please take precautions if you're cleaning out any area where they may have nested. They can carry some nasty diseases.
Thanks for the
Right.
tip, Ranger Acres.
All right, so that's cool. Can we look at what is this? It's like a dog bowl or something. Can we look at this now? Or not this. Can we look at this
I
now?
probably shouldn't mess around with this without Ranger Acres' permission.
Okay, so we still don't have permission to look at that. Well, we've done an awful lot. Let's go back, see if we can get the well water. We can start the testing process, right? We've tried to see about getting the log cut. So that's a thing. Alright, so, we're supposed to prime the pump, right? So we're gonna have to get some water, because it won't... Alright, so we need to pour water in there, right? Maybe we can fill it up. Yeah, it's not... We're gonna have to prime it. And I think that's where we pour it in at. So, maybe... Can we fill up water from over here? I don't know. Let's see. Where's our bucket? Can we fill up water? Doesn't... If we can, it's not from this area, right? Where would we fill up the water at, I wonder? Because it's turned off inside, right? Let's head in. Let's see. Maybe we can try calling people. Let's call Sally. So, see if we can update her on anything that we've found. Maybe she knows where we can get some water.
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, hi. How's it going?
All right, let's ask. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to ask her. We've got to find some water to prime it
Is
with.
there a trick to getting your pump to work? When I pump the handle to get a water sample, nothing comes out.
It needs to be primed. Take some good water, like from the jug in the kitchen. Pour it into the top of the pump, then start pumping. That wets the seals so they expand and make a vacuum or something. You have to do it every so often whenever the seals dry out.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Keep me posted.
All right, so I knew that we needed to prime it, was not sure where to find the good water. Is it gonna be in there? Ah, there we go. Okay, so now we can get it. So let's head on out. Let's go ahead and give it a save too. It's been a little bit since we've saved it. All right. Yes. All right. Continue. Okay. Now let's head right here. Pour the water in. Okay. Now we should be able to pump it, right? I would assume. There we go. All right. So we need to figure out how to use this with it, right? Maybe we set the...
I need a bucket.
Yeah, we need to set the bucket down, I think. All right, and then pump it. And it should come out. All right. And then we fill it up with this. All right. That's done. Okay. So, maybe we can go ahead and turn it into him. I mean, we're kind of running back and forth here, but at least this way we can get the water testing out of the way and off of our to-do list. And then we need to come back, sleep until night, and go get sandpaper from our little, from our bird watcher. All right, let's turn around. Let's see, where are you at? You're over here.
You're back.
All right, so I have the water sample.
I have that water sample. What do I do with it?
Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it.
All right.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so, let us give our little personal data assistant a look, right? All right, so we gotta look for birds in the forest. Check with Red if it's more difficult than it seems. I have a feeling getting a photo of the hawk is going to be a challenge. Okay, so I was right when it said something about the hawk. All right, we've done that. Take the water sample. Ranger's name is Jeff Akers. Warned me about deer mice. Okay. We've got the mask and the gloves. We've tested the water. We've primed the pump. When working with valves. Alright, we got the tree getting taken care of. So we're just knocking things off of our to-do list all the time. Be sure to listen to Red's cassette tape now that I have the cassette player. Okay. Can we... let's see. Let's grab this. Put it in here, right? Or... Alright, can we eject it? Oh, we got it in now.
American goldfinch. Northern cardinal.
Okay.
Red-tailed hawk.
Okay. I wonder if these are all the birds we
Western
gotta get.
tanager.
Okay, so 4 different birds. Alright. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Let's scroll back down to where we were at and see what else we've got. Met Emily from M's Emporium. She seems helpful. Alright, so Red lent me his spark plug in exchange for taking some pictures of birds for him. Need to go to Emily's on the west side of the lake to ask her for his cassette player. Listen to the birds on the tape he gave me and then take photos of them. Seems simple enough, I hope. Alright, is there anything else? Everything else I think we've taken care of except for we need the sandpaper, right? And then I guess we can go see Red. Oh, the dog is back. He wasn't here before. Hello, doggy. Aw, he's just a happy boy. Alright. How old is this tree? Did we see this before? Did you know that growth rings on a tree indicate its age and the environmental conditions in which it grew? This cross-section is a reproduction of a pine tree that was 62 years old when it was cut down. Please note the large size of this display does not reflect the actual width of a 62-year-old pine. Broad, evenly spaced rings indicate healthy growth. It was a pine seedling then. Okay, then we have a growth disparity occurs. Although the tree is growing straight again, narrow rings indicate competition for sunlight, nutrients from other trees. I see that. A burn scar from a forest fire that quickly scorched the forest. Rapid growth begins again, probably due to the removal of neighboring trees. A prolonged drought in the area causes narrow growth rings. These narrow rings are the result of a sawfly insect infestation. The sawfly larvae consume conifer buds and needles. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess we're going to try and talk to Red and see if he'll give us sandpaper. If not, we might have to go bird hunting. So we'll see what he says. Well, we gotta sleep until nighttime first. Oh, we're already there. Nice. That was convenient. Alright. Well, let's go head to his little bird watching stand and talk to him. Hello.
You find all the birds?
I'm sorry to keep bugging you.
I'm sorry to keep bugging you, but I need some sandpaper. Emily said you might have some.
Here, take it and scram. I was just about to call in a meadowlark. That was always Ruth's favorite.
Was Ruth your wife?
Good heavens, no. My wife had no patience for birding. Ruth was my dog. Border collie. She'd hear a meadowlark, and by golly, her ears would perk, and she'd cock her head, and she'd just come as close to smiling as ever a dog could.
Let's see, do many people around here own dogs?
Do many people around here own dogs?
Not really. Most people don't bother. The place is surrounded by park land, and Ranger Acres just loves enforcing the leash laws. There it is again. Take your sandpaper and go sand something, okay?
Okay. We will go. But now we can go see about the dog statue, right? In the house. So we'll see if we're able to sand this now, right? So let's sand.
It's stuck.
Let's sand this. Alright, so now can we turn it? Okay. So now they're all facing forward. But maybe they don't all need to be facing forward. Well, we have sandpapered it. Now what do we do? Alright, I wonder if there's some kind of clue or riddle in the house that tells me how to solve the dog puzzle. I wonder that too. So I guess let's look around and see. Let's give the house another look, because like we discovered the water again after, you know, we had been here a little while. So maybe there'll be a clue about the dogs. It certainly doesn't hurt to look. Alright, anything around here? Get the dead tree cut down, check. Get the water tested, anything in here? I think we've already gotten everything out of there. Alright, so that was the letter she left for us. Can we take the bleach? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, what else do we got? Can we get in here? Not yet. Maybe. I wonder if we can get into the basement somehow. Like, there was a crawl space, right? On the side of the house somewhere. Right here. Alright. So, is there something we can do? We could try maybe prying it open. Maybe we need the hammer, though. This is... So we really need something that's going to help us open the cellar, right? Is there any hints in here? How can we get this open? Well, is there anything else under here?
Those look too rotten.
Alright, I don't think there's anything else under here. Let's go... I think let's go, to the shed, right? And see if we can find anything. If I can remember how to get there. Like, I don't think it's around this way. I think we gotta go up this way. Maybe? Unless we're... Oh. I don't know what that was. But that's what we're going to have to do for bird hunting, I think. But no, I want to find the shed, which should be around here somewhere, right? I guess we're going to have to go in here. Oh, there it is. Okay. It was just a little further along. Is there anything else in here that I can use? We've still got this, but is there like an axe or anything? I don't know. Let's close this. We've got nothing. Oh, that gnome just moved. Alright, I don't know if there's anything else over here that we can use. We can click on the shelf, but I don't see anything. What about this box? Did we get everything we needed out of here? I don't think there's anything else that we can use in here. Let's close that. Alright, there's the gas can. There's this that we haven't figured out yet. Not sure what to do with that, but we'll figure it out. Alright, let me look at the notes on the dog, right? On the dogs. Maybe, I wonder if it has something to do with, were they facing different directions in the graveyard, maybe? Oh, wait. Summer, winter, fall, spring. So maybe that is what's important, right? So summer, winter, fall, spring. I wonder, is there anything that would indicate that? They were all born in a different season. So we just have to figure out what season is what, right? Alright. Anything else over here? Alright. Well, so let's see. I feel like, yeah, we definitely need to find out. I think it's going to have to do with when they were born. But what season would be what? You know? Like, how would you know what the seasons are? Let's give Bess a call and see if Bess and George have a clue for us. You know, because we always bounce ideas off of them. Maybe they'll have an idea we haven't thought of. Let's give it a try. Let's see what they say.
Hello?
Bess, it's Nancy.
I know that. What's going on?
Alright, Moon Lake is gorgeous, but it's so remote. The park ranger is the closest thing they have to a sheriff around here. Did I mention that all the well water in Sally's house comes from a well? Let's just talk.
Moon Lake is gorgeous, but it's so remote. The park ranger is the closest thing they have to a sheriff around here.
Park ranger? What's he like?
Which, as we all know, is embarrassing. Park ranger? Is he cute?
Not true, George. Nancy thinks everybody's cute, so what will be the point? Anyway, Nancy, you were saying?
Let's see. His name's Jeff Akers. He's very helpful, polite, efficient, knowledgeable. I mean, yeah, that's the impression that I got. He seems like an okay guy, but frankly, no one around here seems to like him very much.
Well, he seems like an okay guy, but frankly, nobody around here seems
Yeah,
to
I
like
don't
him very much.
understand why.
He takes his job very seriously, which tends to rub some people the wrong way.
Did you tell him about the ghost dogs?
He thinks they're just plain old dogs that for some reason like to run around at night scaring people.
And what does
I
Detective
mean-
Drew think about the dogs?
I think Sally had good reason to be scared of them. I don't blame her for leaving, which leads me to think that maybe that was the whole idea.
Somebody had those dogs attack Sally in order to scare her away?
Why would
Maybe.
anybody do that? She was
They
there
want
for
her
less than a
land?
month.
You'd have to be a total creep to make enemies that fast. And Sally's one of the nicest people I know.
Ooh, Nancy! Speaking of cute guys, Frank and Joe Hardy called. I filled them in on where you are and what you're doing, and they're dying to hear from you.
Great. Did they leave a number?
Great. Did they leave a number?
Their number is 280
Okay.
555 4865. Bess didn't recognize it when they called and almost didn't answer the phone.
Good thing my cousin here has a memory like an elephant, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Call them, Nancy. They're dying to hear from you. But remember, Frank's cute and all that, but George and I want to hear from you, too.
Yeah, no fair discussing the case with them from now on and not with us. Promise you'll keep us up to speed?
I promise.
All right, so the bird watcher I met has got me taking pictures of birds for some survey he's doing. He's a bit of a grump.
This birdwatcher I met has got me taking pictures of birds for some survey he's doing. He's a bit of a grump.
Does he live nearby?
No, he just kind of hangs out in the woods. In fact, I only see him at night.
Interesting. He's in the woods at night. The dogs are in the woods at night.
Could he have had a reason for wanting Sally out of the Malone house?
As far as I know, he and Sally were on good terms. But I also know that Red doesn't seem to have much use for any life form that doesn't molt.
That's
He
true.
sounds like my Uncle Zach. He's into birds. Only he doesn't watch them. He hunts them, then shoots them. I never really liked my Uncle Zach.
Let's see. Let's talk about the well
Did I
water.
mention that all the water in Sally's house comes from a well?
Ew, really? Does it taste like rotten eggs?
Not all well water tastes like rotten eggs, Bess.
I don't know if it does or not. Because the well is so old, I need to get the water tested before I drink it.
Good
True.
plan. Nothing will wreck your day faster than a nice tall glass of contaminated water.
Right? All right. Well, I was going to get a hint, but we sort of got one with the phone number, right?
Bye, you guys.
See ya. Bye.
So let's try giving them a call first and see what new information we get. Time to call the Hardy Boys. See if we get an answer.
Hello?
Hey, Joe. It's Nancy.
Nancy? How's it going? No, wait. Don't answer that. Talk about the weather or something.
The weather?
Yeah, that'll give me time to grab the other phone and take it outside. Frank's washing the car. He'll kill me if he misses anything. Here, wait a sec. Take a break. It's Nancy. Hang on. He's putting the hose down. He's drying his hands.
We're getting the
walking
full
over.
narration.
Nancy, hi. What's up? Bess and George say you've got another mystery on your hands.
Or should we say, on your paws?
They told you about the dogs?
We
Indeed.
made them tell us everything. Pumped them dry.
As you may have guessed, we're not exactly rolling in detective work here.
So you're living vicariously through me.
It's not the first time, sad to say.
What conclusions have you reached so far, Detective?
Let's see. If nothing else, those ghost dogs are very well trained. I'm watching them to see who owns and or trains dogs around here. I've convinced that someone is using those ghost dogs to scare Sally into abandoning Malone's house. If I can just figure out why, I might be able to figure out who. So, yeah, I think that's true.
I'm convinced that someone is using those ghost dogs to scare Sally into abandoning Malone's house. If I can just figure out why, I might be able to figure out who.
Never hurts to look for motive.
Let's see. And they are well trained. Malone and his 4 dogs are supposedly buried in a little cemetery near the house. They've all got headstones with inscribed with when they were born and when they died.
Malone and his 4 dogs are
Yeah.
supposedly buried in a little cemetery near the house. They've all got headstones inscribed with when they were born and when they died.
They're all born on the same day, right? Or
Malone
no,
have
they all
family?
died on the same
Not
day.
that I'm aware of.
Then who had the tombstones inscribed?
Oh, I never even thought about that. Now I'm
Exactly
wondering.
what I was wondering.
Sounds like this latest puzzle of yours is still missing a few pieces.
I seem to be getting nowhere fast. Let's go ahead and do
I
this.
seem to be getting nowhere fast. Anybody have any suggestions?
We can probably come up with a few.
But we're not going to make it easy for you.
After all, it's your case, not ours.
Time to go bird watching.
Use your ears as well as your eyes, and keep that camera ready.
Alright,
Later,
I
guys.
kind of
You bet.
figured.
Bye, Nancy.
Alright, so it is in fact time to go bird watching. So we alright. Well, so as we found out from the Hardy Boys, it's time for us to go bird watching. But we will do that in the next episode because I definitely don't want to get lost and be wandering around in the dark. So we're gonna have to start fresh at night, of course. I mean, we'll check it out in the next episode, and we have 4 birds that we're gonna have to find and track down. Hopefully, we can find them. But we are going to start working on that. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live or on Twitch, twitch.tv/Liara27. I have my schedule posted in the about and in the description. And if you want to see which games I'm playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye. Alright. So I just saved, so that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and swap on over to World of Warcraft. So get some more coffee. For our Pandaria remix event. So let's go ahead and update our info. Alright. Let's see. How close to level 70 can we make it today? Yes, panda time. In World of Warcraft. Alright. So we are going to hop on to our shaman. I need to update this as well. Let's see. What time it is time for more cough drops. Goodness. The coughing's coming back with a vengeance. I now have 3 characters to level. I've only gotten 1 of the characters to 70. I think I still have 2 more, but I don't know that I'm going to worry about any of the characters besides I'm going to try and level this one just because it's on stream. I want to try and get it leveled for the episodes, but... Oh, hydrate. I didn't even see that. Definitely hydrate time.
Work complete.
There's a little bird right there. Hello, little bird. How are you? He's just like chirping along. That sound though, that's amazing. Alright. Let's see. That sound is amazing. I'm gonna replace some non-panda characters with panda to get them to 70 for the next expansion. That sounds fun. Alright. So, oh, there is one thing I need to do before we get started. So, alright, but it looks okay. So let's go ahead and start our intro. Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today, we are once again playing World of Warcraft in the Pandaria remix. Now, this is a time-limited event, and time is running out. So we're going to try and see how fast we can level up and how far and close we can get to level 70. So without further ado, let's hop in. Alright. Go ahead and muff up. So the first thing that I want to do is something, supposedly, this is supposed to help you level up faster. If you don't loot in the dungeons, then you get a whole bunch of stuff in your mailbox. And there was also an add-on that I was recommended to get. Let me look that up real fast. I forgot the name of it. It was something mailbox helper. Let me see. Let's see. Remix mail helper. I'm gonna grab that real fast. If I can. Oh, I was on the wrong tab. Let's see. So supposedly it's just called Remix Mail Helper. Remix Gem Helper. There we go. Remix Mail Helper. Okay, so let's install this. And then we're going to reload. Now, supposedly, this is going to give us some extra information in the mailbox. So, about what bonuses we need. So we will see. And then supposedly you just like run dungeons and stuff. So I don't know. We're gonna give it an attempt and see how it goes. I also need to turn my volume up. Goodness. Alright, hurry up. Take forever.
Work complete.
There you go. Let me turn this up. Because last time I did one, it was a little quiet. Okay. So, I am actually... I hope I'm not wait, am I added in? Oh, I'm already added in. Alright. Supposedly, this add-on, Remix Mail Helper, will give us information about what we've got. I gotta turn my volume up and immediately mute to cough, right? So it will show us what our level is, what our cloak is, and what we need. So I guess we're going to make sure that our resto spec is up to date, and then we're gonna run some dungeons. So let's go ahead and hop on over to resto and update our spec. Alright, so obviously I haven't been on resto for a while, as you can tell. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Wowhead so that I can get the info that I need for it. Yeah, I don't know what is up. All of a sudden, I've just got this like absurd urge to cough, and it's just like not subsiding. If I talk too loud, then I feel like coughing again. No, I don't know it. I don't know why. All right. I am just going to, let's see. Does it have a, okay. I was trying to find the actual build, so let's do, all right, so we got our leveling build. Let me quickly look through it, because we're not maxed out, so I gotta make sure that I get everything that I need. Plains Traveler. Alright, and then these three. Nothing there. This one. That one. And Brimming with Life. And then we have these ones. And then nothing. And then 2 here. And then it just kind of goes across. That's good for now. Now let's check the resto tree. So everything across the top. Stormkeeper. This, tidal waves. We want 2 ranks of this. And 1 rank of water totem mastery. Alright, we want ancestral reach and master of the elements. Master of the elements. And then we also want spirit link. And then we'll also want that one next chance we get. Alright. And just because I don't like seeing those blink, I'm just gonna pick random things. Alright. You gotta stop sharing cooties back and forth with Night. Hey, it's not my fault that she goes around licking everything, right? Someone tell her she's not actually a dog? Alright. What power should we get? Stormkeeper, charge yourself with lightning. So that's a 1-minute cooldown. That's kind of a DPS cooldown, so I'm gonna leave it over here. Chain lightning, spirit link. That'll be good. This one is a huge defensive. I'm gonna put him over there. Capacitor. Alright. This is a stun. This is a bind. Alright. I think that's pretty good. Muzzles will fix that. Alright. Let's check our gems. Actually, I should check to see what the best gems are, right? Loot and pillage. Alright. See if we've even got any of the things we need. The meta gem. We want funeral pyre. What do we have? Do I have funeral pyre? I don't have funeral pyre. Word of salvation. Locus of power. And tireless spirit. So, reducing the resource cost of abilities. Locus of power. Channel arcane power for 4 seconds. Every 4 seconds, infuse yourself into allies with haste. I don't know. We could try Locus of Power, I suppose. Alright, Cogwheel. Blink. because we already have our own Spirit Walker's Grace. So we do have Blink, so we'll go ahead and change that over. Alright. Now, for our Tinker. I guess we can jump down to Tinker. So, Windweaver and Kendall. Okay, we've got that. Windweaver. Do we have Windweaver? We do, and it's socketed. And Lightning Rod. I don't think we have that one yet. So we'll have to skip that. Wildfire. Explosive Barrage. We do have it. Cold Front. Frost Armor. Cold Front. Brilliant. Alright, so those are all good. Hailstorm. Hailstorm, I think we'll swap out for the Explosive Barrage, right? Because Explosive Barrage was recommended. Hailstorm's not even on the list. And then Wildfire, wait, that's just, yeah. Wildfire is very strong, and Windweaver is a mandatory, so. And that's all the ones that we can do right now. And I think we're good on our gems. Let's check the prismatic now. Crit, verse, and haste. So we'll just look. Crit, haste, verse, yeah. We're doing it wherever we can, so I think that's pretty good for now. Alright. So, we have fixed up our talent points for restoration. We have socketed all of our, as close as we can get to best in slot gems for right now, and we don't have any additional gear at this time. So, now I think we are ready to start queuing for some random heroic time running dungeons, right? So, and then we have our auto loot turned off so that all of the rewards will go to our mailbox in theory, and then we won't have to, and then supposedly the way this is supposed to work is you loot after a certain point and you get enough stuff to hit 70. I don't know how far we'll be able to get. We're level 39 right now, so. But what we can do while we're waiting for the queue to pop is we can go ahead and continue working on our quest. Now remember, Lily wanted to go visit the different areas now that Jin Stormstout was running around. And of course, as soon as you try and do a quest, that's when your queue pops. So, here we go. Alright. Okay. So, Temple of the Jade Serpent. I'm gonna go ahead and swap so that we have all of our lightning stuff right together, right? Well, that was an easy level 40. Unexpected. Alright.
You dare to disturb these waters?
We've already started the boss encounter. It's all good. We'll just drop a healing stream. Oh. I don't know. Can you attack him through his shield? I don't know. I can't do anything else from here. I suppose I could attack this over there. Let's go ahead and get some chain heals going. Very diminished, yeah. I've seen some people like kill him even when his shield was up, and I didn't even know you could attack him. I thought it was an immune shield.
Bring them down.
But yeah, it's just diminished. Let's see, we're killing him. That guy still hasn't gone down yet. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It means you get to avoid the water spout phase, so. Alright. So, where are we going? I need to... Where did the tank go? He went up this way, right? Didn't he? Yeah. He went over this way. Okay. Alright.
Shockwave.
So, we're going to follow along. And I don't know if you're supposed to not loot anything, but I have auto loot turned off, so hopefully everything will come to the mailbox like it's supposed to. Maybe it only comes off of bosses, which, you know, that's a possibility. This is completely an experiment.
Shockwave.
Alright, let's get some chain heals going on.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
Nothing lives long enough to interrupt, so...
Your forces are weak. The heart of the great serpent will not fall into your hands.
At least this dungeon is really quick.
Grant me strength!
It goes fast.
The cycle must continue. The Jade Serpent must be reborn!
I wonder if there's a point on the last boss to, I mean, I don't think I've even got heroism yet, so I guess it's a moot point at this phase. But we're just gonna head along. Alright. We're basically another DPS at this point. And we see how fast it goes. Alright. And then we don't loot, right? In theory. I guess you can loot, but I mean, there's no point because I have auto loot turned off. Alright. So we're gonna see if that sends stuff to the mailbox. I don't know. Supposedly it will. I have new mail. So we'll be able to check that shortly. Let's go ahead and queue up for the next one and see what we got. We're just not going to check anything until later. We're getting knocked down. Alright, can I... Let's go ahead and summon Lily down here, right? Where is it? I swear I thought I had one. Something to summon her with. Do I not? Maybe it's gone. Let me find the quest. Lily's Day Off. I don't know. I swear I thought I had it. Oh well, it's a moot point, so here we go again. We are not even worrying. There's barely any time to do quests. We just go straight into dungeoning, which is, you know, as it should be. But I still don't know where the item would be. Maybe you have to go summon her from one of the encampments. That's possible. Oh, we lost a DPS. Sad. But maybe... Alright. Time for another quest. Or another dungeon. I think there's like very little point to trying to quest, honestly. I'm just going to... I thought I would have time but these dungeon queues are actually popping a lot faster than I thought they would. So we'll just hang out here in the inn. It's kind of, I always wonder about the DPS that doesn't accept the queue. Like, do they come back, find themselves removed from the queue, and like kind of kick themselves in the butt? Because DPS queue is a lot longer than a healer or a tank queue. So it always makes me wonder, like, are they like, whoopsie daisy, that sucks? Because I know there's been a time or two where I've missed a queue, but I can usually re-queue pretty quick, so it's not been that big of a deal. And minimize this again. Now the tank's gonna not queue. The music here is cheerful though. Very pleasant. Now the tank doesn't queue. Cannot click on these benches. Alright, there we go. The dancing for this music, right? Alright. Storm Stout Brewery.
Oh, hello there. It's good of you to visit all the
Alright, I'm gonna pick up the quest and for extra XP. And maybe we can read them as we go along. Let's see. Alright, so our secret recipe. I was gathering them up, but then Hosen? Auntie looks very confused. How is Gal brewing anything? He needs those recipes or disaster is sure to strike. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my books. Because they are off. Off like a shot. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm not even looting them. Whoops. That is one downside of auto loot being off. I gotta click on the book, the quest. That's okay. We'll get there.
Party started. Come on and get your ook on.
Alright. Man, we're not even gonna make it up to the boss before he dies. That's crazy. They go fast. Alright. We need to run. Hurry. Run along. What is the other quest that we have? Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. That was Family Secrets. Trouble Brewing, I think. Alright, with the brewery infested by Hosen and who knows what else, I'm sure that the brewers are in trouble. Would you mind helping me find out what's going on, friend? Alright, so pretty simple, straightforward quest. Man, they're just killing it. This, evoker doing crazy damage.
What's it? Are they...
Or wait.
What are they doing
Yeah.
elemental?
Evoker. Man, it's an augmentation evoker. That's amazing.
Those are our
Usually they're not the highest DPS, but I can't even get it cast off before things die. I'm literally just here for decoration, apparently.
Yes. So close. Just a pinch of... Oops.
That moment when the queue takes longer than the dungeon. Because this is already the last boss. That's crazy how fast it is. Everyone's just doing... That augmentation of ogres is doing crazy damage.
Honey and a cane of sugar and maybe some corn. Yes. More corn.
The last box takes a little time. Yeah, only because you can't necessarily brute force it. You have to wait for all these guys to spawn and whatnot. But it's okay.
Yes, yes! No, 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 no! Yes! No! Peppers!
Alright. I can't believe how fast this dungeon is going though. I'm already level 42. This is, I mean, granted, I do have a bunch of rested, but still. It's quite impressive.
Help! What is that thing? That doesn't matter. Nothing will stop me now. Not what I'm so
I don't know why I'm
close.
doing chain lightning. I should be doing normal. Wow. That's amazing.
Such harmony of flavor. Such heady aroma. It is the
Alright.
perfect...
We'll go ahead and turn in our quests.
The name of Storm Stout will
Oh,
be
hello.
sung once again.
Oh, what's this? Uncle Gal jiggles his fat brew belly at the sight of the family's recipes. Ooh, I knew I was adding too much corn.
You again? Don't you see? I have made a name for myself at last. I have brewed perfection.
A giant creature made of brew? Who could have imagined such a thing?
Infested.
You have my thanks for saving Gal from his own misguided brewing experiments.
In the main store. Look, Chance Storm Stout. We all can't be heroes, running from our responsibilities, tromping around the dread wastes, saving the world. Some of us are artists.
Alright, well, they're gonna have a difference of
I think
opinions.
the brewery might be on fire.
It's on fire.
Yes, yes, that happens.
Oh well, no big deal. The brewery's on fire. Oh well. Well, y'all have fun with that. Alright, so we have gained like 4 levels. So now, oh good. I'm so glad that we defeated the second boss now. That's amazing. But now we have 4 more points to spend, so we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Alright. Alright, so let's see, on this tree, we want Windrush, and then we want Nature's Fury. And then on this side, we wanted Living Stream, and then we'll move down here. Healing Tide sounds good. Alright, Healing Tide will move over here. Okay, so Spirit Link I actually need to put down here so that it's at a quick access. The other one, this one is another target. There's so many target totems. Like, it's crazy. Alright, and then let's go ahead. I guess we'll go ahead and do this. I don't suppose there's anything wrong with upgrading the cloak, right? Does it even upgrade? I don't know. Open our chest. Alright. What did we get? Anything interesting? We did get this. So let's go ahead. Take off haste. Put it back on. The crit. Actually, we have a... Oh, the crit up there is already socketed. Okay, so this one we're just going to have to manually do because it's stubborn. And then we'll put it back on. Alright, any other gear? I think that's good. Alright, so I keep going out the back door. So now we're going to check the mailbox. I'm not going to open anything. I want to see the add-on. So it's saying Cloak XP bonus is giving us 109% supposedly. And I'm not sure what all this means. I'm guessing that means that we need to get that much more stuff. So we're gonna queue right back up, and we're gonna keep going. That last dungeon was crazy fast. Like, I can't believe how fast it was. And we're gonna go for it. See what we can get. I think the way it works is like all of those tokens you get an XP bonus for based on your cloak. So you upgrade your cloak, and then you have like a bigger XP bonus, and you use them all at once, and that's what levels you up. That was what I was reading about. So we'll have to see how that goes. The music's different now. It's not the same as it was before. It's not the happy dance music. There's a pumpkin over here in the corner. Alright, so let's see if everybody queues in. One more DPS. Come on, DPS, you can do it. I have faith in you. Alright. Shadow Pan, another one that we haven't done.
Dispose of these insolent outsiders. Shadow Pan need no outside aid. Remove these interlopers.
So we'll see if we can read the quest. I don't know. We also gotta keep an eye on everybody. Let's see if we can find that quest. Alright. Oh yeah, I can't do that. So, our Lord Tanzu has been overcome by a Shah of pure hatred. The whole monastery has been lost. Shaman, you must find a way to free him of this possession. Last I knew, he was meditating in the grove of fallen blossoms. Alright. Yeah, these guys die so fast, it's crazy. We can't even kill him that fast.
Charge me with your power.
Alright.
The energy is strong.
I really should be using this DPS power, but it's okay.
Together.
Now we run over here. I'm very curious, like, how long this dungeon will take. I feel like they're taking like 5 minutes. And we're almost through another level. So this is a pretty fast way to level, it seems. We'll see what the net gain is. Now, supposedly, there is an official way of doing the whole don't loot your mail. Like, there's a whole formula for it, right? Like, you can you basically you start at level 10, and then you run this dungeon, that dungeon, this dungeon, etc. Then you do this raid. Like, there's this whole formula that you can supposedly level to 70 in like 2 hours or so.
After all
but I don't mind taking it a little bit more leisurely. I mean,
you truly wish to undo what
quick is good,
have wrought upon our
but there's
land.
nothing wrong with
Prove yourself
enjoying the time as well.
Where one falls,
I just want to see how far we can get. So we were like level 39 when we logged in. So it's just going to be interesting to see where we end up being at the end of this episode.
Stand aside for your fellow students.
I mean, we've already gained, what, 4 levels?
Another will rise.
I mean, it is rested, as I stated, so not necessarily a super accurate gauge yet.
You have bested our most junior of students.
But that's okay.
Now you will face
I mean, if we get to 50, then that's only 20 levels away from max level, so time to fight the next batch. So, like, we're very close. There's not much left on this dungeon either. We've got the 2 students to fight, and then we have to fight Master Snowdrift. And then it's the last boss. It's just getting to him.
You have bested my prize students.
Time to go.
Perhaps you can be of use to us after all.
Run. We're all like trying to get up.
As my master
Let me up.
once said, you cannot truly know someone.
I'm so used to playing my druid. Like, I'm like, where's my roar?
So that we may be
oh yeah, I don't have that ability on my shaman. Alright.
Very well then, outsiders. Let
We'll,
us see your true strength.
see what we can do here. I'm still doing like next to no damage compared to the other guys. Oh yeah, I can't loot, I forgot. It's difficult to fight that reflex, but at the same time, I just keep telling myself that this is just like a mythic plus. Cause mythic, oh yeah, get the quest, thank you. Alright, I am so like, just distracted by everything. Okay, we're almost out of rested. I will grab the quest. Oh yeah, there is one more boss. Totally forgot about that one, the Shaw. Run! Alright, so I gotta kill the Shaw of Violence. You have proven yourself in battle. Still, if you would aid us further, I must ask something else of you. The Shaw of Violence awaits beyond, within the sealed chambers. Destroy it if you would earn my respect. We'll see if we can even catch up to them to be able to do it. Oh, we got locked out. That's okay. That's okay. Hopefully it still counts. I think it is. We can just... Alright. It counted. I mean, hey. I'll just... This isn't the shot anyways. But it's the one for the quest though. But I got credit, I think. So it's all good. I have like... I'm basically just here for the ride at this point. I am so getting carried. Oh yeah, people need to do this. Oh yeah. And we'll go around. Are they gonna jump off the bridge? They are. And we avoid fighting as many mobs as possible. I wish Ghost Wolf had 100% speed, just like the other classes. That would be nice. Where did these guys come from? I don't know. Are we gonna have another thing that we've got to go click on, I assume? Because those guys came from over here. Somebody pulled them. So we gotta click on these guys. I think I can't. I gotta kill this thing. Now we can do it. Alright. There we go. Now they're off. Alright. Avoid this group. And then last boss.
And conquer all.
Alright. And I did like so much damage. Thank you, Shaman. I am cleansed of all hatred, knowing that know that you are a hero of the Shadow Pan. You have defeated the Shah of Violence and saved the monastery. You have my respect. Perhaps we were wrong about your people, Nalanya.
The Shadow Pan are in your debt. Now, there is much work to be done.
So, we go to the next group. Oh boy. Yeah, these dungeons are going by like super fast. We're already level 45 now. So let's get our next batch of talent points. Alright, so what do we want? We want the second point over here. And, let's see, Mana Tide or Lava Surge. I mean, neither one of them really matters 1 iota right now. At your feet. Okay, so that one can go over here. That one's fine. Do we have any things we need to... Let's use our... Does it even upgrade this? It's 262 right now. It does upgrade it. Okay, okay. Good to know. Alright. Any gems we need to unsocket to upgrade? I don't think so. Alright. So I think we can go ahead and open the bronze, it's fine. Opening the bronze is not gonna hurt anything. Hydrate, yes. I don't know what it is. I just got that cough that won't go away. Always stay hydrated. Alright, so we have upgraded our talents, and now I'm curious what the mailbox says. Alright, so it is going down. So we require 160.39 tokens. We're missing 148. I mean, it's gonna be a while. But that's very interesting. That's the remix mail helper is doing that. So it's gonna calculate exactly what you need. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so now we are in Mogashan Palace.
Welcome. I hope to see you
as
again
per
soon.
usual, we'll grab the quests and read them as we get carried. Because nobody wants to wait for anyone, and healing is optional. So now let's find our quests so we can enjoy the story. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Oh, this tank actually needs a little healing. Let's see. The Mogu have reawakened and are a threat to all Pandaria. They are on the cusp of becoming even more dangerous. There are 4 great Mogu kings of legend: Zion, the Endless Shadow, Meng the Demented, I don't know how to pronounce this, King the Merciless, and Subutai the Swift. 4 artifacts of these kings are secreted away in the vault of the king's pass below. You must retrieve these relics before the Mogu discover them and become unstoppable. That would be bad. And then we also have a new king of the Mogu has arisen, Zin the Weapon Master. He single-handedly subjugated the Mogu clans, and now they and their new leaders vie for his favor. I've never seen or read of any who are his equal in battle. Do not underestimate Zen, Melania. Our fate rests in your hands. Alright. So now we have to, I'm gonna actually try and focus a little bit on doing the... Is there 9 charges of that now?
2, 1.
9 charges. Huh. I feel like that's up from my Okay. Well, I guess that's one way of doing the fight. But, it didn't seem to be a very effective way. Alright.
We'll show our king and the rest of you power-hungry imposters.
There we go. Druid learned you don't need to head in there so quickly. Alright, I'm actually doing a little bit of damage in this one. It's amazing. That just means this one's not going to go as quickly as the other ones have.
of our people.
These people must not be quite as high as some of the other groups I was in. That's okay. I mean, actually being able to play your class is kind of fun too. Alright. Trying to think if I have anything that's actually useful for DPS. I think it's just these powers, right? And go ahead and pop another Earth Shield on. Not when you're trying to get 30 levels in an hour. Hey, we're taking the scenic route. We're enjoying the ride.
Clan Hathak will show all why they are the
I feel like you might as well just like level boost, you know? If that's the mentality. But I'm curious. Mostly I'm wanting to do this from like a curiosity perspective to see just how fast you can level in an hour and a half. I don't think we'll get to 70, but it will be interesting to see how far we do get. Oh, I didn't know you could go over this way. That's cool. Learn something new every day.
Would stoop to such treachery.
I thought you had to wait till they stopped, like, you know, or started bickering.
For their own failures. Your clan is the most desperate.
That feel when you're
must have been you.
ahead of the guy who stole the treasure. It's like, just follow us. We'll tell you where to stash it. I gotta make sure to grab the... This druid is trying to get himself killed. He's like, tank too slow. I don't think the tank's too slow. Tank's faster than me.
Our empire, we will put you all down.
Alright. Continuing on. Come on! Alright. What a good tank. So nice. Oh yeah, I gotta actually loot it. That would be bad to forget to loot it. Alright, let's do some chain lightnings. I mean, even without rested, we've almost gained another whole level, so... I mean, it is kind of going fast. Why am I dying? I mean, obviously, because this guy is attacking me, but why is he attacking me when the tank's right there? Like, I'm just a lowly healer. Don't attack me. Get this one. I think we have one more after this. Hopefully... I think, is it down here? Or is it over there? I'm not sure. Oh, it's right there. Okay. I'll just grab this real fast. Then I can focus.
Work complete.
Alright. Now I can focus on attacking. I think so far this dungeon is the one that's lasted the longest. The other dungeons would have already been... I mean, to be fair, this one isn't a super short dungeon. Like, Storm Spout Brewery is really short. And same thing with Temple of the Jade Dragon. They're both very short dungeons. We're just doing our thing. I'm mostly just keeping an eye on heals. making sure. I could drop a healing stream just to make sure people are getting healed. Get another lava burst going out there. I think I picked up a talent that said something about lava burst. I don't remember what it is. There's just one guy over there now. Should do Stormkeeper.
Interrupt.
Alright. Now he's all gone. I can't loot. Glenn, talk and roll. Alright, so now... Oh yeah, we gotta go back up to the elevator. That everybody always misses. Run, run, run. I'm gonna miss it. Of course. I always miss it. Never have the right speed boost. It's okay. Coming back down yet? Alright, it's coming back down. I like the elevators that you can manually raise and lower. Because the automatic ones are kind of annoying. I like how they fixed that one dungeon, the underwater dungeon that used to have the jellyfish you had to wait for, where you just portaled at will, because that made life so much easier. Maybe one day they'll make this dungeon into a Mythic Plus, and then it will have the same functionality. Alright. At least we're almost done. The cooldown on this is only a minute. I should probably use it a lot more often. I mean, for a healer, I'm not doing terrible DPS. This is almost like, you almost don't even really have to think about what you're doing though. It's just like questing, except for minus the story really. And you have friends to help. But we made it to level 46. One level out of here with no rested. That's not bad. Alright. Go ahead and do some chain lightning and a lava burst. I'm only halfway keeping an eye on health because, like, they're all dying. All the mobs are dying. None of us are dying. We might have to be careful here. We'll see. Alright. Do a Stormkeeper. Go ahead and pop this down. That druid do be dying. Whoop. Well, I mean, I can't heal line of sight. Y'all gotta get in my line of sight. Well, that was a one shot. I can't heal a one shot. I can res them, but yeah. We'll just pop them both a heal.
Oh, hello.
Alright.
Farewell.
We must retrieve the lantern, balance, scroll, and bow before Zin and his clans uncover them.
Travel safe.
I will find a better hiding place for the 4 relics. Pandaria is indebted to you, Nalanya. No problem. Truly a fight for the ages. I'm glad you're on our side, Nalanya.
May your days bring you joy.
Alright. Level 47. Nice. Alright, so how many levels? So we only need like 23 more levels. Now, granted, at some point you're supposed to swap over and like do grades and stuff. I've done a little bit, not on this character, I don't believe. I did some on my other character that I did get to level 70, but I mean, it still didn't take too terribly long to get her to level 70. But definitely slower than this. This is going very, very fast. Another one I need quests for.
We are the Watchers.
Alright.
All must die.
So, kill wing leader Naranak. Where? Alright, we gotta catch up to people. The Mantid had laid siege to Nuazo Temple. Even now, wing leader Naranak and his forces worked across the final chasm. You must stop him before they reconstruct that bridge. Alright. Alright. These people, they do be dying.
Then my strength and aha! A lot of you will soon wish you hadn't come this
Alright.
way.
Let's go ahead and attack this guy. Everyone's dying so fast. I cannot loot. I keep forgetting. I don't know why. You would think by now I would know, but no. I'm looking for my other quest. Whoops. Oh, whoops, 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 whoops. Whoops. Didn't need to do that. I thought the tank was there. Whoops. That was completely my fault. They must have gone, oh, they must have gone up higher. I see. I didn't know you could do that. Now we know. Alright, so where? The tank is like way up there, right? I think that's what it is. The tank just like jumped over all of this stuff. Squish, right? Yeah, proof that I am in fact a healer, not a tank. But yeah, I think the tank just ran way far up. I don't think I missaw that he was up here. I think he just didn't really have aggro or something. I don't know. Where is the exit? It's like right up here, I think. Right? No, it's up further. Alright. Now, to be fair, I also wasn't paying that much attention, but you know. Lesson learned. Have to pay sort of attention. Okay. Alright, where was my other quest?
We're still stuck in the middle of the entire
Let's
Landed
see.
army. Look out there. Too many for us to take head on.
This one.
I have a crazy idea.
12
Just
Shadow
might
Pan
work,
prisoners
but
free.
we'll need your help.
Ah, that one might be difficult. I sent a dozen of my best men ahead
their own
to
medicine.
infiltrate the
Think
Mantid
and
siege.
know.
None
Get
have
the sap
returned.
into position.
Since you are taking
Let's
the
get
fight
this
directly
party
to the Mantid,
started,
you will be in
shall
position
we?
to free any who had the misfortune to be captured. You will do this?
You like
We'll
bugs?
try, but that quest, if they skip all the mobs that, like all the cages are after this boss, but if they skip all those mobs, I'm not going to be able to do that quest, not in one run anyways.
Swarmers are coming up the ramp. Use the sap to slow them down.
Alright. Come on. Oh, he's just gonna, like, jump down and do it. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's a way to do it. I'm gonna come down here. Alright. Where? They were just down there
The
fighting.
Amber Wing is flying in. Watch out.
Alright. I mean, I don't know all the weird ways that people do this fight in Pandaria, so I don't take any I disavow any responsibility for deaths that may occur. I also cannot res people. I can't even hero because I'm not high enough level. So you know, there's that.
Get in there.
Can I res them? I can res them. Let's see.
Demolishers
Let me
are carrying
res
explosives.
them.
Any
See if
direct
I
hit
can get
will
it
blow
done.
them up.
There we go. I wasn't sure if we got out of combat for that or not. I wonder what they died to. That person is just standing in that stuff. I mean, I'm trying to heal them, but they really shouldn't be standing in the middle of it. Thank you. I mean, granted, you're now out of my range, but you know. Alright, we gotta kill the Amberwing. There we go. I dislike this fight so much because it's so slow. You have to wait, because these guys, even if you go down there, they're not attackable. So you basically just have to wait for them to send the mobs to you.
Warrior
which is just annoying.
Focus your fire.
I can't. Okay, I can reach him. Hopefully, he doesn't need. Yeah, I have done this one. This one is not one I particularly enjoy. It's easy to get lost. There's another one that's similar to this in the sense of it's done at the wall that I like a lot better. That's the one where you get to jump on the giant insect at the end. But this one is just slow. Because, you know, we're just sitting here waiting for this guy to send his mobs. There's literally nothing we can do.
Everything. Slaughter these cowards. They're making us look like fools.
I mean, this is not hard to do, sir. I'm just going to, I don't even know if this counts as a boss or if it's just an event. I think it is a boss. I think he comes up at the end.
So be it.
Yeah, he comes up. Alright, but none of this stuff won't slow him down. I think it might still damage him. I'm not sure. But it definitely does not slow him down. He'll just, yeah, he's just gonna zip through all that. Okay. I mean, you do you, sir. This is an interesting, really?
Are you even trying?
That poor priest. Just get thrown up in the air and then one shot. Let's see. I don't even know who he's attacking. Alright, so now we'll res the priest again. I've never seen the fight done that way. I wonder what happens if you do it with, like, normal gear. Like, I imagine that would not work well for you, but I don't know. Alright, so we can actually mount up here. Okay, they are going to release them, right? Alright, so that's good. We can at least get these guys. I don't know if we'll be able to get all of them, because I know in the next room, you gotta,
that will open it.
Can I open this one? Thank you. Alright, you gotta stand back as he explodes it. We got everyone out of here, right? I think so. But the next room, you gotta, like, kill extra mobs, so...
Fuse. Whoops. Did I say 30? I meant 3.
My mistake.
Oh, hurry! You must stop the siege.
Alright. Maybe they'll do it. I think they all have the quest. So that'll be good. If he releases them, I'm gonna just like unleash what I can. Since I can't do much else. I am not a damage dealer. Oh my gosh, that priest! That priest has like no health. Oh, level 68, that's probably why. They get hit a whole lot harder than anyone else would. Makes sense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got the boss now. And a whole bunch of mobs. That's gonna be interesting. Alright, but we are now level 48. So that's a thing. I need the Stormkeeper. Alright. At least we're just down to that. I'm gonna go ahead.
Attack shield.
Release what guys I can. Let's see. We should get little bombs. Where are the bombs? Where are the bombs? He's not throwing. Oh. I'm like, where are the bombs? Alright. Did I get. I don't think I got that guy.
Attack shield.
Did I get... Let's get another bomb when he throws it. There's one.
Work complete.
Alright, we got... I'm surprised. I'm really shocked that we got that. Can we still damage him with these? I don't know. We can try it. I don't know if it does much damage. It does. Actually, it did the most damage of everything I did. I mean, I'll take it. Alright. Now, the blowback fight. Oh, we finally got heroism. I'm gonna definitely have to put that in a better place after this. Alright, I need to catch up to the tank, wherever the tank is. Alright. I am stuck in amber. Alright, let's go ahead and drop a healing stream totem just because I keep getting stuck in amber. And I would rather not just immediately die. Alright. I hate this fight so much. Maybe we can kill him before he, like, starts doing his tornado thing. Maybe. Where is he? Did we break him? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, we beat him here. There we go. Have some heroism, guys.
I will build them. I will do what Pavalak could not.
Alright.
Phase change.
Ugh, this part. No!
I will do what Pavalak could not.
I really loathe this fight so much. At least it got interrupted quickly. Alright. Easy. Yeah, I need to move this to over here, I think. That'll be a good place. Alright.
What is it?
Masterfully done. We wouldn't have succeeded without you.
Watch the shadows.
13 thanks I give you. 12 for those rescued, and my own as well. Here's something else I give you in gratitude.
Beware the
The wing leader lies dead and the siege is broken. You've saved the temple, Nalanya.
We serve.
And we are now level 49. So we have gained 10 levels so far since we started. And we still have a little bit more time to go. But let's go ahead and get our next set of talents updated. Alright. So I think we have everything on this row that we need. Now we have these two. Nature's Guardian. Alright, and then over here, we need this. And either this, Echo of the Elements, or Earthen Wall. Redirected. Let's just go with this for right now. And then let's apply our, let's see what our cloak gets up to. Still 276 right now. 290. Nice. Alright, so we got some gems to upgrade. This is why I love this add-on, because it just makes it so much easier. Alright, this is an upgrade, and we will take Blink out and put it on our current boots. Alright. The chest is an upgrade, so we have Verse and Crit we need to change. Verse. And it has another slot. Okay. Haste. Crit. Well, haste is the next thing we have up. Let's do a verse though, because we're supposed to do them kind of even and we don't have another verse in there. We'll get our bronze. Is there any other gear? We've got one hand. Alright, we'll upgrade that. And then I think the rest is good. We'll go ahead and get rid of what we don't need. We don't need that, or that, or that. We've already got one of these, which is fine. And we don't need that. So scrap all that. And then we're going to transmogrify. Because we upgraded a good bit. Do I have a gear set? No, I don't have a gear set, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's go ahead and transmogrify. Alright. Back to our normal look. Okay, now let's check and see what our add-on says. 131. So yeah, it would take a while to do this, I think. Maybe it wouldn't take as much if you're a lower level, but I think we'll probably get one more dungeon in, and then we're gonna see how much boosted we get. So that's gonna give us, it looks like, at least 11 levels from just doing the dungeon, being fully rested, which is not bad at all. I mean, you know, level 50 or 51, depending on what we get and how much experience we get, that's not going to be bad at all for just doing dungeons in an hour and a half. Like, that's really, really good. And if you had a guild group where you were just spam running them and you weren't even having to wait the little bit of time for a dungeon queue, that's going to go really fast, because, I mean, it's the queues are not super long for a healer, but I mean, here we are. We've waited like a minute or two already. Yeah, a minute. Just under a minute. Now we're at a minute. So, as opposed to instantaneously. I think this is another new dungeon though. Alright, so more quest experience.
On the wall.
Yes, this is the one I was talking about in the last dungeon.
The wall must stand.
Where you get to ride on the big bug at the end. Alright, so let's look them up. Alright. That's a big bug achievement. The Mantid have something they call Raigon. It's a giant bug they are using to bust down the wall's gate. Let's keep that thing from getting into the veil. Alright, and then the other one, Gate of the Setting Sun. We gotta light the signal flame. We need reinforcements. Someone has to fight through and light the signal flame. It's all up to you, Shaman. No pressure or anything. No pressure at all. Alright, let's see if we can get past. We couldn't quite get past. That's okay. That's alright. Alright. Get a little bit of DPS going. I really need to get in there with them. I think they're already in there. Are they? I don't know. Maybe? Alright.
I'm gonna bring this whole wall down!
Now, we will hop in there. I need to pop an earth shield on the tank. Not that anyone needs any kind of healing, but you know, I think the talent we picked up gives us extra charges for flame shock, which is nice because it's, you know, helping our DPS go up. We're in here as a healer and we're 3rd on the damage chart. That's either not bad for us or bad for the group. I don't know which. Alright. Which way do we go out? We go out this way, right? Or, yeah, go out this way. Right? I think so. And then we gotta go, yeah, because the boss is like down there. I think, or no, still on a little way. We are running. Run! I'm just gonna follow the tank. We go where the shield, the meat shield goes. I don't have Spirit Walker's Grace yet. It would be nice if I did. Then I could just sit here and like cast on the run. But this will have to do. Catch up and then cast. Yeah, like, I'm not doing too bad. I mean, I wish that the other DPS were up there with the tank. So that, because I'm the healer, I'm not supposed to be 3rd on the chart. I'm guessing they're higher level. I mean, I'm not super low level anymore. I'm level 49. So, I mean, it is a thing. Let me get on the elevator before they raise it. Alright. I am here. Bye. See you later. We're gonna go fight a boss and then we'll be right back. Alright. Have some lava burst.
Watch your step. Watch your feet.
Can I reach him? Hello? At least he's going down pretty quickly. Not bad at all. Alright, we're just running in the fire. We gotta light the signal cannon, right? Don't we have to do something? I don't know. I thought we had to do something up here. We have to like, don't we have to like do this? I don't know. I feel like we do. Okay, at least that person is doing it. Because I was like, I don't ever do the mechanics. Like, I don't know what all the mechanics are for this dungeon. I never really ran it. But I'm pretty sure someone has to go do a thing up there.
The gates are about to fall.
But I could be wrong. I don't know. Alright. I think we're almost to the end of this one. Someone always does it before I can get to it. Yeah, like, it's one of those things of, I never have to worry about it. I think I stopped playing... Well, I stopped playing in Pandaria, and so I didn't really do a lot of the in-game content. So I'm not sure about, like, some of the mechanics in these dungeons. Like, the bosses, I know the boss mechanics. But, like, that particular one, I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to do. I just know what pops up on the screen where it says, hey, go shoot down these bugs. I'm like, okay, if you say so. Maybe it makes it easier, like maybe you don't get the fire or something, I don't know. I don't think it really matters for this, apparently. We're just blowing through it anyways. Alright. Now it's time to... I think it's time for the... Wait. Am I going the right place? I am, aren't I? Yeah. I was like, I was pretty sure this was the right area. Alright. On the post. Jump down. Alright. I'ma just let people that actually do damage get up there. And get that vulnerable spot right there. Come on. Y'all can do it. I am just gonna stay down here and attack bugs. You can get up there and attack the big bugs. There's the weak spot. Alright. We'll go ahead and hero. Run away! And done. Easy peasy. Level 50? Alright, where do I turn my quest in at? Right over here. Alright, so, let's see. Couldn't have done that better myself. Well, probably not. Outstanding, Nalanya, your timing couldn't have been better.
Be strong.
If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. Great job, Nalanya. Alright, so we did. We got to level 51. Alright, so... Max level is 70. So, moment of truth to see what we have accomplished. So, first things first, we'll go ahead and take care of our talents that we have acquired. And I will also redeem a hydrate. So, because I saw that. But I didn't want to hydrate in the middle of the dungeon. Alright. So, what points do we need now? Oh, I was literally just talking about Spirit Walker's Grace. Well, now we got it, so, we got that point. We want Unleash Life. What does that do? Unleash elemental forces of life, healing a friendly target, increasing the effect. Alright, sure. Sure, why not? I don't exactly know what that's gonna do for us. This is going to be something we're going to use a lot. We're gonna lay it out like that, I think. Unleash Life. Well, this is gonna be another cooldown, so I think we'll do that. Mana Tide, Healing Tide, Unleash Life, maybe... That's fine. What's the cooldown on that? Wait, that's 15 seconds? Maybe this needs to be... I don't know. I mean, that's at a very... This is a very short cooldown, too. Let's do these up here. Do we really want that? It does... It works on my normal heals. I didn't use healing rain at all. I just realized. I don't think it matters because I couldn't put anything down, but whoopsie daisy. Alright, let's check our bags one final time. What does our cloak get up to? Just 290. That's okay. Any gems we need to pop out in order to... No, it looks like we're good there. Alright, what about gear? In our bronze. You know, we don't need this stuff because you cannot sell these, and I already have these toys, so there's just no sense in having them in my bag. It's just taking up space. Alright. Okay, we'll do those pants. And then we need to put the 2 crits in there and the haste. Alright, that sounds good. Anything else? I think that's about it. We'll go ahead and scrap those old legs. Scrap them. Alright. So, we have upgraded our talents. We have made sure all of our gear is up to date. What does the add-on say? The add-on says that we still are missing 123.3 and not to open the mail. But I already wasn't following the rules. Do we have any threads in there? We do have threads. What will happen if we do that? I'm curious. This is interesting. It'll pull all the threads out. How many threads are there? My goodness. It's still going. Is it done yet? Okay, I think it might be done. How many threads? Oh my goodness. That was a lot of threads. Alright. Well, let's see what our cloak is going to. 304. We're just getting all kinds of stats for it. Goodness. It's a lot of thread. Alright. So that gives it, oh, I see why. So when we first logged in, we only had a 101% experience gain. Now we have a 121% experience gain. So it automatically knocked that down 115. It was 125 or something like that. So that's really cool. So then what happens if we do this? If we retrieve everything? I don't know if that actually... I guess I'm not sure what all exactly you get. I'm assuming there's even more threads. We couldn't even get all the threads. That's crazy. There's still threads. 7 threads in the mailboxes. Wow, there's even more threads. Let's see. I'm just super curious what this ends up being. More thread. I assume you would do this all at the end. But I just want to see where we end up at. Like, I'm not sure what exactly it is that gives you the XP. But let's see. So now our cloak would be giving us 124%. Let's see, retrieve the threads. We've got so much stuff. We've just got all this equipment. Oh, I see. Oh. It's experience you get for defeating a dungeon boss. Now I'm understanding. That's why you turn off the auto loot. Okay. Because then you end up getting all of this experience for your cloak. And then when you do pick up those XP bonuses, it's going to be a lot more bang for your buck, basically. So many gems. And I see a thing we can do with one of our gems. We can unstock it this, and then restock it the new crit. Alright, alright, let's keep checking. Any more threads? Okay, I think that's all the threads. What else do we got? Open all. I understand. Now I get it. Okay. Okay, so that's how you can level very fast. So you saw it. I can't carry any more of those. That's fine. So we were at level 51 and we opened all of our threads. The threads will increase our percentage that we can earn for experience. We started with 101% experience gain. After just the little bit we did, we got up to 124 experience, and we only did like 4 or 5 dungeons. Like, imagine if we did like all the dungeons you were supposed to do and the raids, and you just like did that for like 3 hours or so straight, back to back to back to back to back. And then you opened up all those XP bonuses. I mean, we're now level 57. We gained 6 levels just from doing that. And we started at level 49 when we first, excuse me. We started at level 39 when we first started this episode. I'm almost certain of that. Yeah, 39. So we almost gained 20 whole levels in an hour and a half. So I don't know, color me impressed. Like, I now understand how it is done, and that's pretty darn impressive in my book. So it can definitely be done. You can definitely go from level 10 to level 70 like really fast if you follow this strategy. Gonna do that for my tunes? Exactly. This is amazing. Like, I was skeptical at first, but having seen it in action, like, yeah, you can definitely color me impressed. I would never have thought to do that. So to recap, what you do is you just make sure that auto loot is turned off. And then you just don't loot anything. You just run a bunch of dungeons, a bunch of raids and stuff, and you just let everything get sent to your mailbox. And if you want that add-on that I had, that was the remix mail helper. So with that, you can then pull all of the threads out and upgrade your cloak without taking those little XP bonuses. And then once you have the correct amount for the cloak XP, which I don't know what it goes up to. I think I heard something like 200%, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Then you pull all those XP bonuses and boom, you're level 70. So that's definitely impressive. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live or on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Liara27. I have my schedule posted in the about and in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye. Alright, well, that was definitely fun. I am super impressed with that. So, but that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you had fun with that. I know I had fun. Definitely did not expect that that bonus XP there at the end. Like, I can't believe that we went up 20 levels in that time. Hey, May, welcome in. Thanks for the lurk. I'm about to, let's see, we're about to find somebody to raid out to, but thank you for visiting for sure. Hope your day has been well. So our next stream is going to be, let's let's see, what is today? Today's Tuesday. It's going to be on Thursday, and we are going to be playing. I'm going to be playing some more Shadows of Doubt at 6, and then afterwards we're going to join up with Night Flurry, and we're going to play Portal 2. So I've never played either Portal or Portal 2, so it's going to be like super interesting. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. That will be Thursday starting at 6 p.m. And let's see, I'm trying to see who we might raid. Let us see. Let's see. Alright, let's give Appalachian Argo a raid. He's playing WoW as well, so, and it looks like he's from the south, so it's gonna be interesting. So we'll go ahead and head over. Don't forget to come back here Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time for some more fun, and I will see you guys then. Bye!